request them in their street.
Yeah, then they get them and they ask them to be taken out again.
It does happen, it does happen. Yeah.
What about mini roundabouts?
We occasionally do a little bit of mini roundabouts. But, we prefer large roundabouts rather than mini roundabouts.
That's better, yes. And speed cameras, do they come under you?
I used to do speed cameras, but then I got out of it. went to do a proper job.
He got fined.
Listen, let's see what you can do to the Eggheads today. Every day there's £1,000 worth of cash up for grabs for our challengers. However, if they fail to defeat the Eggheads, the prize money rolls over to the next show. So, Highwaymen, the Eggheads have won the last 7 games, which means £8,000 says you can't beat the Eggheads. OK, playing for £8 today, our first head-to-head is going to be geography. Now, I don't know, you should be good at finding your way around, things like that. Who wants to play this? Geography.
Do geography.
Anybody?
Who's down as geography?
Oh, you want this much geography?
Phil, do you want to do?
Do you want me to do that?
Yes, please. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, go on.
I think we'll go with Phil.
OK, Phil, and who would you like to play from the Eggheads?
Who do you think?
Davey was on the list.
Who should we take on the job?
Who's on our spreadsheet for...
You've got a spreadsheet, haven't you?
Who we're going to take?
We have done a bit of work towards
Taking
it.
it seriously, I can tell.
Who did we say?
Daphne.
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 Yeah, Daphne. Yeah, Daphne.
OK.
OK.
Daphne, please.
She was on the spreadsheet, was she, for geography?
They all were.
They were all on the spreadsheet forever.
Moving them round. OK, so geography's come up. Phil against Daphne, then. And could I ask you, Phil, to make your way into the question room, as you know, so as you can't confer with your teammates? OK, Phil, you're playing geography. Just let me tell you about Daphne's record in this category. Played 22 times, lost 3. So what, loses about 1 in 7. So let's hope this is one of them. Phil, would you like to go first or second?
I think I'll go first, please.
No doubt your spreadsheet told you that about Daphne's record anyway. I don't need to tell you at all. OK, Phil, you've decided to go first. Here's your question, then. The resort of Scarborough is located on which body of water? The North Sea, the Irish Sea, or the English Channel?
Well, it's certainly not the English Channel. And the Irish Sea, I think, is the wrong side. And our Yorkshire contingent would probably be upset if I didn't get the North Sea, so I'll go for the North Sea.
Yeah, they're nodding along there, going, yeah, Scarborough, of course. North Sea. Good answer. Daphne, the town of Fort William lies at the base of which British mountain? Snowdon, Scafell Pike, or Ben Nevis?
Well, unless it's moved, I think it's at the foot of Ben Nevis.
I forgot to tell you it has moved. Actually.
Oh, it has moved.
Ben Nevis is correct. OK, Phil, second question for you. In which country is Timbuktu? Is it Chad, Algeria, or Mali?
Right.
Often heard of, isn't it? Often discussed, Timbuktu.
Yes.
But where exactly is it? Chad, Algeria, or Mali?
Well, Africa, somewhere.
Yep, yeah, I'll give you that, Phil.
But I'm struggling beyond that, I think. I'm going to go with Chad.
OK, Timbuktu, you think's in Chad. It's not, it's Mali, Phil. It's Mali.
Lucky Phil.
So incorrect. There's a chance for Daphne to take the lead, then. Daphne, the city of Budapest straddles which river? The Rhine, the Danube, or Volga?
The Budapest is on the Danube.
It is actually 2 cities, isn't it? The
Yes,
Buda and
Buda
Pest.
on one side and Pest on the other.
Danube in the middle, it's the right answer. Well done, Daphne. So, Phil, it means you've got to get this, then. Which Russian city is located at the head of the Gulf of Finland? Is it Moscow, St. Petersburg, or Volgograd?
Well, can rule out Moscow, I hope. Volgograd, I'm not sure where that is, so I'm going to go with St. Petersburg, because I think it's that direction.
OK, the head of the Gulf of Finland, sitting there, is St. Petersburg. It's the right answer, Phil. Well, Daphne, the serpent wall decorated with snakes swallowing skeletons is a feature of the ancient city of Tula in which country? Guatemala, Mexico, or Panama?
Never heard of it, Dermot. Could you spell Tula for me?
T-U-L-A, Tula.
I've no idea.
The serpent wall. I think Phil's shirt is modelled on it, actually.
I wish you'd given me a hint there.
Maybe look at the label.
Yeah. A pure guess, I will go for Guatemala.
OK, to win the game, to win the round
Okay.
anyway, the Serpent Wall is in Mexico. It's incorrect.
One or the other.
Incorrect. So a let-off, Phil. Great news for you. You steadied yourself after getting that second one wrong and got through to sudden death. Now, Phil, that means we're not going to show you any more choices, I'm afraid, to sort out a winner. So can you just tell me straight out, at over 3,000 metres, what is the highest active volcano in Europe?
I'm thinking there's of two, but I think possibly Etna.
Etna? Mount Etna, it's the right answer. Yes, well done. Hey, Phil. OK, got to get this then, Daphne. In which ocean are the US Aleutian Islands located?
Oh dear, I know they're up there, and I'm not sure whether it's the Pacific or the Arctic. Sorry, guys. The Pacific.
No need to say sorry, it's the right answer. The Aleutian Islands.
Gosh.
Yeah, the Aleutian Islands are in the Pacific. OK, Phil, back to you. Here you go. Mardy Colliery, which finally closed in 1990, was the last coal mine in which Welsh valley to the north of Cardiff?
The only one that immediately springs to mind is the Rhondda Valley.
And that'd be the right answer, Phil. Yes. Very good. Right, a trembling Daphne awaits her fate. OK, to save yourself, Daphne. In which Australian state would you find the beach called Wineglass Bay, a perfect curve of white sand?
I have no idea.
But you've been to Australia, haven't you?
Yes, but I've only been to Melbourne.
It's a big country. Wineglass Bay.
Never heard of it, damn it. Victoria.
OK, Victoria. It was apparently voted one of the top 10 beaches in the world in 2006. And you can find Wineglass Bay in Tasmania, which is where you might as well go, Daphne, because you're not playing in the final round. Phil, you've beaten Daphne. You're playing in the final round. Would you come back and join your teams? Well, Phil, well done there. I think your Serpent Wall shirt must have put a hex on her. Out she goes. OK, we'll move on to our next head-to-head. This one's arts and books. Who'd like to play this one? Arts and books.
It's going to have to be you, mate.
I think it'll have to be me, Dermot.
That's what the spreadsheet said, do it.
Unfortunately, that's what
It's
the
like
spreadsheet
computer
says.
says no, isn't it? Spreadsheet says Dave. Dave, who do you want to play from the Eggheads? And it can't be Daphne.
I think we'll try Chris.
OK. Chris on arts and books. Let's just hope there's no train books come up with it.
La Bet Your Vein by Emile Zola.
Ah, right, yes. He lent that to me about 6 months ago. Very good at propping the table up, I found. Very interesting, all that locomotive chat. Could I have you both in the question room, please? So, Dave, would you like to go first or second?
I think I'd like to bat first, please, Dermot.
OK, Dave, I will then bowl you a question. Here it is. What is the name of the family with whom Paddington Bear goes to live in the books by Michael Bond? Jones, Brown or Brewster?
I'm not sure about this, Dermot. I have to be perfectly honest. I was never a Paddington Bear fan when I was a young child. More of a Rupert Bear fan, I think. I'm not sure it was Brewster. If I'm going to have to guess, I think I will go for Jones.
OK. Paddington Bear, does he go to live with the Joneses? No, it's the Browns. It's the Browns. So nothing there. Chris, your question. Which American composer wrote the 1924 orchestral work, Rhapsody in Blue? George Gershwin, John Cage, or Leonard Bernstein?
That's George Gershwin.
Rhapsody in Blue is by Gershwin. It's the right answer, Chris. Well, a bit like Phil before you, Dave, playing catch-up, but Phil did catch up and overtake Daphne. Let's see if you can do that to Chris.
Try.
What is the surname of the sisters Margaret and Helen in E.M. Forster's novel Howard's End? Is it March, Dashwood or Schlegel?
I've got to admit, Dermot, again, that's a book I don't know at all. Margaret and Helen, Howard's End. Schlegel doesn't sound particularly appropriate. Margaret March. Again, unfortunately, I will have to guess. At Dashwood, I'm afraid, and that is a complete guess.
Okay, Margaret and Helen Dashwood. It's Schlegel. It is Schlegel, not Dashwood. So a chance for Chris then to avenge Daphne's defeat. Chris, since 1815, Botticelli's painting The Birth of Venus has been housed in which art gallery? The Uffizi, the Louvre, or the Saatchi?
Well, it wouldn't be the Saatchi, since that was only started by the Saatchi brothers relatively recently. Botticelli, now he's Italian, isn't he? The Mona Lisa's in the Louvre. I think it's in the Uffizi in Florence.
Botticelli's painting The Birth of Venus has been housed since 1815 in the Uffizi. It's the right answer, Chris. You're through to the final round. Never really got you started there, Dave. Bad luck. Would you both please come back and join your teams? OK, then, after that, it's all square. The Highwaymen and the Eggheads have both lost one brain from the final round. Our next subject is entertainment. Who from the Highwaymen would like to play entertainment?
I think it's got to be you, Simon.
Dave, Paul or Simon?
Be me.
OK, Simon, and who would you like to play from the Eggheads? Daphne and Chris have played, so CJ, Kevin or Judith?
What was the spreadsheet?
Is that still working?
No, well, 50-50 isn't bad here, so...
I think it was Judith, wasn't it?
Judith,
yeah.
yeah.
Judith, please.
OK, preordained. Simon and Judith into the question room then to play entertainment. OK, Simon, shall I ask the spreadsheet or shall I ask you? Do you want to go first or second?
Spreadsheet always said go first.
Simon, this is your question. The TV sitcom The Office was set in which town? Stevenage, Sevenoaks or Slough?
It definitely wasn't Sevenoaks. I'm tempted to say Slough. I think I will go Slough, yes.
Thought it'd be one of your Highwaymen's favourite DVDs with that lovely opening shot of the roundabout, you remember?
More for the dancing for the Christmas party.
Yeah, well, there's that as well. The Office is set in Slough. It's the right answer.
Yes.
Simon. OK, Judith, who played the detective John Kimball in the 1990 film Kindergarten Cop? Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mel Gibson or Sylvester Stallone?
Oh dear.
You haven't seen it then, I take it?
I haven't. I don't... 1990, did you say?
1990, Kindergarten Cop.
Wasn't Arnold Schwarzenegger sort of busy with politics at that point? I have absolutely no idea. I think it might be Sylvester Stallone.
OK, Sylvester Stallone, you're going
Yeah.
for? Sly Stallone.
Yeah.
OK, 1990 film Kindergarten Cop. You thought Schwarzenegger would be a bit busy? Well, he's only recently become governor, relatively recently governor of California. And before that, he played John Kimball in Kindergarten Cop.
Oh, he did?
Arnold Schwarzenegger. So, incorrect there. Simon, there, great opportunity for you then to go into a 2-0 lead. Which Elvis Presley hit single featured the line, and you get no impersonations from me, I'm itching like a man on a fuzzy tree. My friends say I'm acting wild as a bug. Is it Heartbreak Hotel, Return to Sender, or All Shook Up?
It doesn't sound much like a Heartbreak Hotel lyric. I don't think it's Return to Sender. I'd go for All Shook Up. I think so, C.
Uh-huh.
Thank you very much.
And I'm just wondering, reading that out, you know, you've heard it many, many times, but I'm itching like a man on a fuzzy tree. My friends say I'm acting wild as a, wouldn't you say bee rather than bug? He's gone bug. There's no rhyme.
There's a bug.
You could say bee. I suppose, yeah, it works better like that. It's All Shook Up. Of course it is. It's the right answer, Simon. You're 2-0 up.
Thank you very much.
OK, well, you've got to get this then, Judith. What name was the cartoon series Top Cat given when it was first aired in the UK, because Top Cat was the name of a cat food? Is it King Cat, Boss Cat or Chief Cat?
Well, I think if it was me and I was naming it, I might call it Boss Cat. Or would I? Hang on.
OK, well, hang on.
King Cat. Well, King Cat is
You hadn't lit it.
alliteration. Boss Cat. Chief Cat.
King Cat, Boss Cat, Chief Cat.
I think it is Boss Cat, actually. Yeah, I stick with Boss Cat.
OK. It's the right answer, yes. There'll be a chance of a reprieve. What a comeback. But Simon, you can nip that revival in the bud if you get this. Which stage and film musical is based on the story of Anna Leonowens? Is it The King and I, Half a Sixpence, or Charlie Girl?
Musical aren't really my forte. I seem to remember from my childhood Yul Brynner, maybe, St Annie. Probably The King and I.
Is that your answer?
That's my best answer, yeah.
OK. The King and I, Anna Leonowens. Yeah, known in some quarters as Anna and the King. It's the right answer, The King and I. You're through to the final round. We bid you farewell, Judith. Would you both please come back and join your teams?